thank you for joining me here this evening. The time is currently 10:37 p.m. Central, 11:37 p.m. Eastern, and you have a live look at a tornado on the ground in Jackson, Mississippi. In the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you can see this absolute mess of a thunderstorm rolling through. We've got torrential rainfall, frequent lightning, damaging winds, large hail, and again, even a confirmed tornado with this storm, alright? An emergency management officer did confirm this tornado. Alright, this was observed at around 10:25 p.m. That would have been about 13 minutes ago, but this tornado could still be on the ground. So if you're in Jackson, Mississippi, you need to run, not walk, to your tornado safe spot. In addition to a possible tornado, this storm is also producing damaging to even destructive winds of 70 miles per hour at the surface, 80 miles per hour, 0.4 degrees into the atmosphere, alright? So, again, this storm previously produced a tornado and could still be, alright? We have had a tornado outbreak today. It's been pretty big, alright? As you can see, we've got a ton of severe storm and tornado reports from Texas here today. All of those little circles there are severe weather reports, alright? We had a tornado rip through Georgia. We had one all the way up here into Missouri. This was actually last night, however, I do believe. Or no, that would have been actually today. So that was actually today. That was about an hour and a half ago. Actually, that report may have just been sent in there, but I believe that's actually from a tornado from yesterday. But anyway, we do have an ongoing, once again, tornado. Actually, that tornado warning has now been removed. This is a stand down from tornado warning. However, we do still have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. And I mean, you guys, you can just see those cameras. It's just, you might as well take shelter, alright? You've got 70 mile per hour winds, quarter-sized hail, torrential rainfall, frequent lightning. You might as well just go ahead and get into an interior room on the lowest floor of the building and treat this as if it were a tornado. Because, what's the difference? You're getting damaging winds that are going to be capable of destroying things. And you've also got a lot of other severe weather threats mixed in there as well, okay? So, again, please do be taking shelter there in Jackson, Mississippi. But yeah, again, we no longer have a tornado warning or tornado on the ground confirmed. But again, you can see that storm. I mean, it is just incredibly intense. And we do actually now have a flash flood warning for the city of Jackson, Mississippi. This was 11 minutes ago. This is a flash flood warning now. So if you're in Jackson, Mississippi, stay alive, don't drive, turn around, don't drown. Don't drive in flooded roadways, basically, is what that is trying to say. We do have an enhanced risk of severe weather here for the rest of the night. By the way, new severe thunderstorm warning. Yes, the alert sounds are finally working again. And wow, this is a destructive storm now. The one that just moved through Jackson. This is now a PDS, severe thunderstorm warning. 80 mile per hour winds and quarter-sized hail. Again, this is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. This is a life-threatening situation. Again, treat this as if it were a tornado, alright? Areas to the east of Jackson, we're talking about areas like Brandon, Morton, Forest, Walnut Grove, Decatur, Newton, Lewin, and Raleigh. You need to be running, not walking to your safe spot. That's in effect for over an hour. This is for portions of Leake, Jasper, Rankin, Newton, Smith, Scott, Neshaba, and Madison counties in central Mississippi here. Again, this is a destructive storm for those areas. Flying debris may be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Sorry, it will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be heavily damaged. If you're in a mobile home, you need to evacuate and find a more substantial structure. Expect considerable damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles. Extensive tree damage and power outages are likely. So again, for your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Again, this is a destructive storm, and again, we have a live look at that right now. This is an amazing shot here from the Mississippi EMA. Again, just an incredibly torrential rainfall occurring with those storms as well. I mean, that's some of the heaviest rain I've ever seen, through video or in real life. And again, we do have a flash flood warning associated with this storm, because it's just dumping so much rain there, you guys. So again, this is a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. If you are just now tuning in across parts of central Mississippi, we do have another severe thunderstorm warning now. It's gonna be in effect for an hour and 3 minutes. That's for Hazelhurst. $50 sized hail, 60 mile per hour winds associated with that storm. If you're in that area, make sure you are moving indoors and away from windows immediately. Alrighty. So we'll continue to watch our storm here that is destructive. Again, this is a destructive storm. You see that little tag there? That is rare. It is only issued whenever we have a confirmed dangerous storm ripping through. Right, so again, destructive storm to the east of Jackson, Mississippi. Now, right now, the worst of the winds are ripping through the Summerwood area. I mean, you guys, we're talking about winds over the East Metro Parkway right now. 0.3 degrees into the atmosphere, 100-mile-per-hour winds. Surface winds could easily be 80 out of that, maybe even 90. So again, if you're in this area, you need to run, not walk to your safe spot. Also, we do have a little pocket rotation trying to form off to the west of Brandon, northeast of Greenfield. So again, take cover now. New severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Another new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. That puts us up to 12. One of them is for Newton and Jasper counties down there in parts of southeastern Texas. It's for 1 inch in diameter hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So if you're in that area, make sure that you are immediately moving indoors in Newton and Kirbyville. In our other severe thunderstorm warning, I'm not sure where that was at because that did not pop up at the bottom of the list like it was supposed to. That's just great. That may be this one out here in Louisiana, actually near Gina and Pollock. I don't think that's the one though. That's new. Actually, we could take a look. That may be the new one. I don't know. I think that's a relatively... I don't know. I really don't. Whenever they don't pop up at the bottom of the list, it confuses me. Longtime viewers of these live streams will know that confuses me. It definitely does. So again, talking about destructive 80 to 90 mile per hour winds currently ripping through the eastern portion of Jackson, Mississippi near Summerwood, the Commons, Grove Park, Creekwood Place. We're going to have extensive damage in this area. Very extreme damage, I would say, even from a storm like this. Again, this is a destructive storm for parts of central and east central Mississippi, southeastern Mississippi as well. Parts of that is included in this warning. Parts of that area, I should say. We have a secondary risk for severe weather up here in the Ohio Valley, but that's kind of over at this point. That was a more kind of earlier today kind of thing. We have a couple of storms out there in West Virginia. Just going to be some lightning, some heavy rainfall, nothing crazy. And then in Ohio, just some showers, typical showery activity. And then maybe a few storms in parts of northern and central Virginia there. And then showers in parts of Pennsylvania and Maryland. Maybe some heavy rain at times. Wow! Tons of lightning there. Big lightning strikes as well. Again, that's a live look at Jackson, Mississippi at the moment. That is just an incredible view. Again, we got 60 people watching that right now on Radar Omega's Cyclone Port network. Alone. We'll go ahead and actually put that in the top left-hand corner of your screen. We'll do that. There, that's what I meant to do the first time. I don't know why I brought it up like that. There we go. I like that much better. Whoa, huge lightning flash there. Alrighty, Roo. That was a loud radar update. I think I just need to turn my sounds down in general. I had them up because I was playing Twisted and I wanted it to be scary. As ridiculous as that sounds. The new update is so much fun. I'm going to be posting a video on that soon. Caden and I just recorded our first ever time playing Twisted 1.21. I will be live here again tomorrow, by the way. I know the streak continues of me being live every day for like the past 2 weeks, multiple times a day. We do have a slight risk of severe weather for parts of Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, and Alabama, which is enough to trigger a official Davis Does Weather live stream here. We do have a marginal risk for tornadoes, a slight risk for damaging winds, and a marginal risk for large hail. So we'll be live for that event for sure. Again, we are expecting severe thunderstorms to roll through the southeast tomorrow, kind of the dying end of this system here. As the system dies off, it'll still be relatively intense in parts of Florida and Georgia tomorrow. I did kind of mention a little area of rotation earlier near Brandon. It's kind of hard to tell if that's still there or not because we're so close to the radar site. But man, those winds are getting intense, dude. Very strong and destructive winds once again. 114 miles per hour, 0.4 degrees in the atmosphere. That is just crazy, you guys. That's insane. And we're talking about 80 to 90 mile per hour winds associated with this storm moving through Brandon, Mississippi at the moment. This is a destructive storm for parts of central and east central as well as southeastern Mississippi. Look at all those counties included in that, dude. It's crazy. Alrighty. So as the storm continues, we see on our Mississippi EMA cam, the insane storm activity continues there. Again, torrential rainfall, frequent cloud-to-ground lightning, almost constant cloud-to-ground lightning, actually. And congrats on 1K subs. Thank you. I hit that a while ago, but thank you. I do appreciate it. Road to 1,500. By the end of the year, I hope we hit 1,500. The original goal was 1,000 by the end of the year because I did not predict we would be growing this fast. So I do want to thank you guys for all the support recently. It's been crazy. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. I know it's cringy and cliche to say, but it is quite true. That was a weird noise that I made with my nose there. It was kind of disgusting, actually. What's up? Not much. How about you, Texas Chili Ball Edits? It's not good whenever we see winds like this moving through the radar site. Hopefully this does not knock out our radar, because whenever we have 80 mile per hour winds, that's a very real possibility. Again, those are low-end tornado force winds. Low-end hurricane force winds, even. I am up late tonight. Had a big day today, so I'm relatively tired, and I'm still up late tonight. Wanted to get this coverage out to you guys. Yeah, it's been a busy day, man. I had to take my constitution test. Just chilling, that's good. Me too. And I had a huge day today. I had to take my constitution test. I was very nervous for that because legally I have to pass that in the state of Illinois to graduate middle school. And luckily I did pass that. I got an A. And then I had a band concert, a spring concert, which took a few hours because every band and choir student was there and they all got to perform and stuff. And then we went out to celebrate, and I am just beat, guys. Super humid in Panama City, I imagine. Yeah, whenever you got severe storm activity out here, it's going to be humid. Even if there's not storms, like, on top of you, it's going to be humid if there's even just storms in the area that are this strong. You have a parade on Saturday? I do too, I think. Either Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I am exhausted. You have your band concert on the 15th. Nice. Fun fact, I believe the 15th is the day I get out of school because 8th grade gets out early in my school, a couple days earlier than the rest of the school does. 2 days earlier this year. You need rain so bad? Yeah, I think you do. I think you are under quite a bit of a drought out here in Panama City. But after this, you're going to be having a little bit too much rain, I think. Again, you're under that slight risk today. You're just outside of the enhanced risk, though. And then tomorrow, you're once again under the slight risk, just outside the marginal risk. So, yeah. Getting heavy rain at 11 p.m. here, so in a few minutes. Out there in Houston. Houston doesn't need any more rain, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, you do have severe thunderstorms in the area. Some of those are big time. All right, we got lime-sized hail, golf ball-sized hail, and 60 mile per hour winds associated with those. Those are also rotating a decent bit there, like the one near Wreck Hill. It's not as bad as it looks. A lot of that is just because we're so far away from the radar site, but still, very impressive hook shape on that as well, on reflectivity. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I am just beat today, you guys. Our storm does now have the tornado possible tag on it, by the way. The storm moving through the Jackson, Mississippi area. Did it have that the whole time? It might have. I don't know. I didn't think it did, but maybe it did. Really cool maps you use. You're in Spring, Texas. If I'm correct, that's on the north side of Houston. Yeah, it is. It's near the Woodlands area. Huh. All right. So again, if you're just now tuning in, we do have a PDS severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of Mississippi. You're in the West Coast. The West Coast is an interesting place to be. I'll say that much. I've never been there myself personally, but I just imagine it is. It depends on where you're at. Like California, I bet is pretty interesting to live in on the West Coast. But Oregon and Washington, if you're on the West Coast, it probably gets quite boring. I don't know, that's just my guess. You know, I mean, I'm sure you know something about the East Coast if you live there. What's your perspective on it? Again, I've never been there personally, so I can't say too much, but just kind of giving my broad overview. Also, I'm wearing a ridiculous outfit right now because, again, I just got home from my band concert. I'm all dressed up. You're up there? Yeah. Does it get boring there? I feel like it does. The rain change is starting at 12:30. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on if you get supercells to fire up in your area or go through your area or not, because you may not. You have a friend in Washington. She has a farm. That does not surprise me. I feel like there's a lot of farmers out there. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. If you know, you know. I'm pretty sure everybody knows. Oh, I wish I was looking at the wind gust tracker whenever this line actually went through, but over the past 5 minutes, it's still getting 27 mile per hour gusts. Ah, dude, I really wish I would have watched that as it went through. This is probably very impressive. That may be one of the reasons. This is an 80 mile per hour storm. I used to live on the East Coast for a while, but I mean, actually, never mind. That was a stupid thing for me to say because this definitely is not one of the reasons, because this is just a Radar Omega cyclone port, and Radar Omega does not issue severe thunderstorm warnings. Anyway, I used to live on the East Coast for a while, but I moved across the country. The weather is really random, but the terrain is really pretty. I'd probably, that's kind of what I was thinking. I imagine it's beautiful up there, but it just like, I don't know, it just sounds like there's nothing to do. Maybe that's just because I'm a weatherhead and there's no special weather up there, but other than snow and rain. You don't get any like big time storms or anything that often. Once again, 105 mile per hour winds associated with our wind bag here. It's kind of moved further off to the south now. Never really seen a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. Every destructive severe thunderstorm warning is technically a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. East Coast has New York. Very true. What do you? I just wanted an opinion in chat. What do you guys think is better, East Coast or West Coast? Actually, no. Let's talk about the specific regions. What is your guys' favorite region? The Northwest. I'm gonna kind of draw an outline here. We're just yapping right now, guys. This is just a chill stream. The Northwest, like that area. The Southwest, which I would consider to be this area. The Plains, which is pretty definitively this area. The Midwest. We'll say Ohio's included in that. Why not? And then the South. I think the South is pretty big in my opinion. They claim a lot of states. The South or the Northeast? What's your guys' favorite region? Sometimes it's a big, excruciating being so interested in weather, but being nowhere close to it, I imagine. Virginia has beautiful mountains and snow. Then other parts you have the beach. I love New York, but I like Lavsgazd, so southwest and east. Helly, east. Never been to Virginia Beach though. Hello, I'd say east. Though there's so much going on in chat. So I'm seeing East Coast. Oh yeah, your mod is gone. I thought I gave you mod. Huh. Here, I'll add you back to mod. Apparently you're not a mod anymore. I didn't do that. Can other mods remove mods? That could have happened. I don't know why that happened. The West, it's not as humid. Las Vegas, sorry. Virginia ski resorts. Go up to Illinois like every year, though. It's pretty flat up there. That's where I am right now. West, mild weather, no poisonous bugs. I'm seeing all sorts of opinions. Yeah, I bet the Huntsville storm was crazy yesterday. You got a PDS tornado warning in that area. Is your neck of the woods spared? New severe thunderstorm warning, by the way. Across parts of Georgia, Alabama, and Florida here. It's a pretty big one ahead of this line of storms coming in, or this band of storms coming in, rather. Like 5 warnings at once? Yeah, in some spots there definitely were severe warnings on top of tornado warnings, multiple of them on top of each other. It was crazy. Very crazy indeed. One of the bigger storms I've seen in a while. And again, Alabama actually got a tornado emergency. Technically early this morning. I was going to say last night, but I mean, it was last night, but it was after 12 a.m. It was like 12:10 or something. So that's technically the 4th day in a row we've had a tornado emergency. Yeah, I was just about to... You said that in chat. The stream delay. I had said that, but the stream delay's on. Flagstaff, Arizona, my favorite city in West. It's just a beautiful... Okay, so yeah, that's another good question. What's your guys' favorite city in the United States, specifically? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Nashville. I am a big country music fan. You're kind of raised to be that way whenever you live in the middle of nowhere. So I'm kind of a Nashville kind of guy. I just love the atmosphere. I mean, everywhere you go, you hear country music. It's amazing. New York. I've actually never been to New York. New York the state or New York City. I've never been to either one, technically. I was going to be there, but I ended up not being there. Long story short. Nashville's nice. Yeah, it's a nice city. It's very big, very fun. There's lots of stuff to do. We go there about once a year, actually, or every other year. My grandma, my dad, my brother, and I. This severe thunderstorm warning has been downgraded to 70-mile-per-hour winds now, so this is not PDS, but you should continue to stay in your safe spot. By the way, emergency management now reported this storm, 70-mile-per-hour winds. Your favorite city in the USA is Anchorage, even though you haven't even been there. Favorite place would probably be Colorado or North Dakota. New York is a mess right now. Huh. I've never been to Colorado or North Dakota. I haven't been to a lot of different states. I'm just now realizing that. New severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, for parts of Mississippi. South central Mississippi here. In effect for the next 58 minutes. This has been kind of nice. Just a nice chill stream. Alright, next question. What is your guys' favorite I don't know. I want to keep doing US geography. What's a good one? What's your favorite state in the Midwest? I'm Midwestern, so we'll start with the Midwest, and then we'll go to the other regions. What's your guys' favorite Midwestern state? And we'll also talk about what do we consider the Midwest to be, because there's a lot of drama over that in a stupid way. Only went to Colorado once. It was just to wait at an airport for another place. There was a huge thunderstorm in the distance. I recorded a 2-hour time lapse that broke your device. Dang. Colorado gets some storms in eastern Colorado quite a bit during the springtime. They're kind of Tornado Alley-like. Minnesota's your favorite state in the Midwest? I've never been to Minnesota either. It's crazy how many states I haven't been to. Big lightning strike on the Mississippi cam once again. Like Wisconsin, but Minnesota is better. Seems like we got a lot of upper Midwest fans here in the chat. New severe thunderstorm warning has now been issued, by the way. That's going to be for portions of Louisiana. That's down there in southeastern Louisiana. We have another new severe thunderstorm warning. It's going to be, I don't know, because it doesn't pop up at the bottom of the list like it's supposed to. Might go on a trip to Oklahoma to visit some places. I've also never been to Oklahoma, believe it or not. I don't believe so, anyway. But I feel like Oklahoma is another, kind of chill state. Mostly open farms. But there are some spots that are more touristy, like Oklahoma City, that would be nice to go to. It's just overall a very peaceful state, I feel like. In general. You know, I've never done this before. Can I put... I can put a poll in chat. I'm going to do this. We're going to talk about what states are southern. We already talked about the Midwest, but we're going to talk about southern states. Is Oklahoma southern? So let me go ahead and throw that down there in the chat. You guys can either say yes or no. So go ahead and vote whenever you're ready. The states you've been to the most are California, Arizona, and Nevada. All right, so we got a lot of people that are saying yes. People are saying yes, 100% yes. Drive across the U.S. on Route 66, Freeway 40. I'm still seeing a lot of yeses for Oklahoma. We'll go ahead and leave that up for a couple more minutes there. We'll put up another one while we're kind of in a more chill period of weather here. I mean, as I say that, we've got huge storms going on, but more chill than what we were dealing with than just a minute ago, and more chill than what we could be dealing with in another minute or so. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take down the poll. So, we decided yes, Oklahoma is a southern state. Davis, have you been to Chicago? Many a times. I've been to Chicago quite a few times. We go to Tennessee every year, every other year, but it used to be Chicago that we'd do that a lot for. But now it's Nashville for the most part. Let's see here. What should the next poll be? I don't know why. I just love my U.S. geography stuff. Thoughts on Milwaukee? I've never been to Milwaukee. I've been to Wisconsin, but I've never been to Milwaukee. At least I don't believe so. I may have drove through there before something, but I'm not aware that if I've ever been there. It's been a while since I've been to Oklahoma, Wisconsin. I mean, anyway. The reason I said Oklahoma is because we got somebody in chat saying Oklahoma is physically south, but not really part of the true southern, true south. See, I feel like if you ask somebody from the south if Oklahoma is southern, they'd say no. But if you ask somebody from outside of the south, they would say yes, it is southern. But I feel like the actual Southerner should get to be the judge on if it's Southern or not. So I feel like maybe it's not Southern. But then again, we just ran the poll, and most people said it was. So seems like that's a pretty good question, a pretty good debate. Next up is West Virginia Southern. We're going to write that in there. What do I think about Michigan? Never been, but I'll tell you what, I'm going there this summer. I mean, it's cold. They got their first ever tornado emergency recently. Of course, the thing I bring up about it is the weather. No, I mean, I bet Michigan's nice. It's just very cold, I bet. But I bet it's fun. Lots of stuff to do there. Alright, so again, is West Virginia Midwestern? Or, sorry, Southern, not Midwestern. Got people saying yes. Ooh, it's 50-50. Oh, never mind. They changed their mind. Back to 50-50 again. It may just be a glitch. No. Got lots of no's coming in. This is a hard question, West Virginia Southern or not. Yeah, that's the point here. We're trying to ask the hard questions. The hard questions that really don't matter. That's what we're doing here tonight. Alright, so it seems like people have reached the consensus. West Virginia is not Southern. I would agree with that. I'll tell you what, though, they're pretty Cajun. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and end that poll and create one or two more. Let's see. Okay, I got a good one. I don't know why, but I like asking questions about if a state is Southern or not. Is Missouri Southern? I went to Michigan and got yelled at by a random guy saying I popped his tire. I'm really good at countries and flags too, so yeah, I mean I'm good at US geography. I'm okay at world geography. But US geography is kind of my thing. I kind of had to learn it whenever I started doing the weather. I had to, be able to identify every state on a map, and now I can do it in less than a minute and 30 seconds. That would actually be a fun challenge to do on stream right now. Google says Oklahoma is not quintessentially Southern. Well, there we have it then. Again, we got sources saying both things about Oklahoma. Everybody thinks Missouri is. That's interesting. I just realized I didn't even put the word Southern in there. I just said, is Missouri. You guys know what I mean, if you've been here for a minute. Alright, you guys, we do have to end off the stream here, unfortunately. I do have to go. But I do want to thank you all for tuning in. Again, it's been a really fun, laid-back stream here as we've covered some severe weather. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. And I will see you guys in the next one.